Allen here. Happy Friday, everybody. And we're close to the holidays. We have been doing lots of press, and we're chatting today with Kyra Leroux about Firefly Lane and Riverdale. Sadly, both coming to an end, but we have a lot of excitement on both. Kyra, thank you for your time. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, we had your co-stars on, Allie and Roan from Firefly Lane. And of course, you play a very intricate part of the storyline, causing a little bit of trouble in both series. So that's
Yeah.
fun. How does it feel to have more episodes coming out on both of these projects and continuing your storyline and just giving the fans what they want and wrapping all of this up? It has to feel very exciting.
It is really exciting. Yeah, on both shows, I when I signed on to both shows, I had only signed on to one or two episodes of each, and the writers on both shows decided to continue my storyline, which was totally unexpected. So it's really cool to be on two shows where I literally have no idea where my characters are going.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to have two jobs at once. That's great. So when you're doing these and you find out you're doing a few episodes and then all of a sudden now your character becomes a series regular, what's the headspace like? Do you ever get to a place where you're like, this is really cool, I can't believe I'm doing this? Or is it that situation where you're just like, this is great, but I'm a little bit nervous because, as you said, you just don't know where it's going. But you've had great success on both series. I mean, they're both really good.
Thank you. Yeah. For Riverdale specifically, I mean, it was unexpected. Like they just kept asking back for me. So like I could do, 5 episodes, and then at the end of the fifth episode, not even know if I would be back for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now it's been like, I don't even know, 20, I think, or something like that. But yeah, so it is kind of unpredictable, because you never know, like nothing is guaranteed. So I'm just always grateful to be there and to be on Firefly Lane as well, and it's a lot of fun on both shows.
Well, yes, very exciting. So, what can people expect from both, from Firefly and Riverdale? We'll start with Riverdale. Obviously, we don't want to talk about spoilers, but what can fans expect from your character and her storyline? What can you give us?
Not too much yet. Yeah, season 7 is still pretty under wraps.
Okay.
But there's definitely some exciting stuff in season 7.
Yeah, I've seen some stills and a few little sizzle clips. So it looks like they're just really going at this from a different angle to really wrap the story up. Some
Totally.
photos were released today. It's like very period piece, 1950-ish. Just it's very different, almost like a true throwback to the story of Archie and
Yeah.
getting all of that. Anything you can give us on Firefly, because we do have episodes out for that. What are you hoping the fans can get from that this time around in your character story?
Yeah, well, a Firefly Lane, I mean, Lisa Karen just continues to stir the pot all the time. I mean, it's really fun in a show about this wonderful friendship between these two women to be kind of the antithesis of
Yeah.
that totally. Like I'm the girl who comes in and just like does everything she can to push Tully away and to keep Kate for herself, and is totally just like possessive and jealous. So it's really fun, honestly, to be kind of the that negative representation.
That's a lot of fun. I mean, you've done really cool projects. Where did the journey begin for you as an actor and storyteller? What got you interested? And also, we have to talk about the play that you're rehearsing, because that's huge too. We'll wrap with that. Sorry,
Oh.
my ADHD got the best of me there, squirrel. Let's talk about your journey as an actor.
Yeah, so I started when I was like 4 in musical theater. My mom was like, what do I do with this child who won't stop talking? Um, and she was a dancer growing up, so she put me in dance and musical theater, and I've honestly just loved it ever since. Um, yeah, so I grew up in competitive dance, and that's kind of where I got my big start performing, and then have always done lots of like local theater and stuff. I did a couple of film things when I was younger. I was in Psych, which was like kind of a crime comedy show when I was like 7 years old. But when I was 15, I started taking it more seriously. And the first big kind of show that I did was Once Upon a Time.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And that was really cool. That was the first time that I really got to see and had that my work had an impact. I remember I started getting like more followers on Instagram afterwards, and started getting these messages of people being like, oh, I loved your work on the show, or like, we're such a big fan, or whatever it was. And it was the first time I kind of felt like, oh wow, like, I could really do this, like this is really inspiring.
Yeah, that's very cool. We had a few of the cast members on from that show over the years. Raphael Savage, who played Jiminy. I mean, that was such a fun show.
That's such a fun show.
Yeah, it was great. Well, let's talk about this as we wrap here. You're rehearsing for a show that's huge. And what is that all about?
Yeah, so I'm currently playing Anne in Anne of Green Gables. We actually open tonight. Tonight is our opening night. We had our
Congratulations.
preview show last night, which went so well. And it's basically it's a story about an orphan named Anne, and she kind of accidentally gets brought into this family with the 2 siblings, Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert, who wanted a boy but got her by mistake. And she's just this wonderful, imaginative, huge-hearted girl. She sees the world with such a sense of beauty.
Yeah.
And we kind of get to see her experience love and family and community for the first time. So yeah, it's a really beautiful show, and it's based off the book of the same name, which is a famous literature
Yeah.
that was written in the early 1900s, actually by a woman, which is really cool. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's definitely a dream role for me.
Yes. Well, outside of all of this, are you ready for the holidays? I mean, to take a little bit of a break, I would imagine. Or are you one of those neurodivergents who just likes to go and go as a creative, and then you just all of a sudden when you get exhausted, you're like, okay, now I need a break.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Okay.
But my show runs over Christmas.
Okay.
So I'll be performing every night, and then hanging out with my family or whoever during the day. So yeah, I just gonna keep it going, and rest when I can, but I'm having so much fun. So
Yeah, well, congratulations, Kyra. It's a sure pleasure to meet you. Firefly Lane, which is streaming now on Netflix, and then of course Riverdale next year. I think people are really excited for this. Like, this show has just done so well. Both of these, congratulations on all your success.
thank you.
Break a leg tonight, and
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your time. It was a pleasure to meet you today. Congratulations, all the success that you've had and continue to have. Kyra is very well deserved. Thank you.
Thank you.